Oh, that's her.
Oh, oh. What's going on YouTube and what up to the Dragon Squad? I am Ember, the Blaze.
And I'm Glacier, the Iceborn.
And we are Reaction Dragons, coming to you from the Dragon's Lair. And a quick reminder guys, if you like the vibe, like and subscribe.
Doesn't cost a dime and helps us go full time.
Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.
Thanks so much for the support guys. Now what's in the menu for today, Glacier?
Alright guys, hope you're ready. Class is in session as we're back with Dark Episode 3, Past and Present.
Past and present, and yeah, I mean, this show is a roller coaster to say the least. Obviously we have shitloads of questions. I don't even know like if we're getting warmer with our theories or if we're way off. Either way, I'm cool with it because I'm sure it's gonna reveal itself in due time. But the main things is on the suspect list. Let's talk about that. We have Ulrich's dad. I still don't know if we caught his name yet, but he's definitely suspect as fuck.
Yep.
And we have Michael, even though like, you know, he did kill himself, but the reason is why. Did he do something so bad that he couldn't live with what he did?
Or did he have to?
Or did he like have a secret where his whole family was in danger if he didn't kill himself? So I don't know, like,
or maybe he had to just for that whole timeline. Maybe there's something in the future if he was alive that would fuck something else up.
Yeah, maybe by him killing himself, it prevented something from happening.
That's why I think, and then when Jonas saw him in the woods, I don't know if that was, like you said, something that is medication, or if that was actually him, with all that shit all over him, that's part of like the after effect of successful time travel.
Yeah.
Mikkel is dirty as fuck too.
Yeah, I wanna know what that black tar shit is.
So, that's why he's on the suspect list.
He's on the suspect, yeah. But Alexander, obviously, he's just a shady asshole. Like,
yeah, he's got his hand in a cookie jar or something too. Because he had like, he was saying weird shit, he had that weird scar on him.
Yeah, so I don't know what the scar is, but yeah, the fact that he just happened to move to Wind in 1986.
And then and all that crazy shit happened right when he showed up.
Yeah, possibly Mikkel from the future. I mean, maybe he's trying to stop something from happening, but what if he ends up like just finding something out about the world or about Winden or something so crazy that he has no choice but to create time travel and maybe he helped create the chair. I want to get the fuck in this, and also I want to see more from the grandma.
Yep.
I want to know what she read in that letter, and I want to know what the therapist knows.
Yeah, because he's been crying and suspect.
And the question is, now that Mikkel is in 1986, is he gonna run into Mads? Has Mads already been abducted, or is Mads already missing?
Yep.
Or is he? Because think about it, if he's able to like run into Mads before the disappearance, he can travel back to the future and tell his dad what the fuck's going on.
Or maybe bring him with him.
Or yeah, if he's somehow figured out time travel, he can bring his dad with him back to 1986. But the thing is, like when you fuck with time travel, there's this whole paradox and this butterfly effect of if you change anything in the past, it may completely send the whole timeline into a tailspin.
And who knows how the show or how this show theorizes when people run into each other.
Exactly, we talked about it. Do they pass out or does it collapse? Does it create a black hole? Maybe that's what's created the black hole. They run into each other and that's what started this whole shit.
Yes.
But anyways, my brain's melting just thinking about it. I'm ready to get into the shit. Glacier, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, guys, and as usual, just take a couple seconds, hit the like button down below. The impressions do lead to more views. The full-length reaction to this is already on Patreon, and you can catch out episode 4, ready and waiting for you guys. With that being said, let's fucking go. And I wonder if all these songs and of all those came from 1986 too.
Oh, that's that bar.
Oh yeah, the candy bar.
I think it is. Yeah, the
Raider,
one that
yeah.
Mag's like.
Yeah. Oh shit! Right back where we left off. Parents are gone, so is he gonna snoop around?
I think the mom's there on the couch.
The mom's still there.
That's
and
crazy.
this is what the mom meant. Like, oh, this is all happening again. Because think about it.
What if she saw something?
Because it's a paradox. She probably already seen this happen in the present time. Because this would explain why the mom was put on meds. Imagine her trying to explain this. I saw Mikkel in 1986. Like, who the fuck's Mikkel? Oh, you're crazy, lady.
And what if he does now? Kind of starts affecting shit then.
That's what I'm saying. Oh no. Oh shit.
Mads? Oh, Mads is missing.
So he must already be missing.
Wo sind meine Eltern? Wer sind sie? Weißt du, wo er ist?
Damn.
Weißt du, wo Mats ist? Tut mir weh. Was machst du hier?
Gosh, she's wrecked.
Oh, shit.
So she didn't like think anything weird of that now.
No, yeah.
It must have been like a long enough time for her to be that worried, like where they lost hope.
Yeah, they lost hope at that point.
Probably more than 48 hours if I had to guess.
Fuck. Now we're gonna be in 2 different timelines.
I love it.
Like I said, let's do acid before we watch these episodes.
Yeah, my brain will literally melt and fall out of my ears like black tar.
Like,
Ich dachte nur, du hast ja keine Familie.
I feel like that,
Ja, so wollte ich das jetzt
like
nicht
we're
sagen.
supposed to know her face.
It kind of looks like Regina, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, Enos? Genus? What's it called?
Verschlossen und versiegelt.
Or maybe not?
I don't know. It's probably maybe a new character. Another bird.
Gosh. Are these like real dead birds though? It looks real. It's like
PETA would like have an aneurysm if they were real birds. Oh, I guess we're still in 86.
Over
Yeah,
4
there's
weeks
Mads.
ago.
So the birds were happening then too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So T-Man is a detective.
Manchmal glaube ich, du hast überhaupt keine Vorstellung von dem, was ich mache.
This is someone we know.
Hallo,
Regina.
ich rede mit
Yeah, I was
dir.
Yep, I'm telling her.
Zum ersten Mal eine Frau anzuvertrauen.
Damn, she's just kind of like whatever. She's definitely thinking about some other shit.
It's a new style called Dirty Jacket, Blood on My Face.
And he kind of has like the life vest like Marty had. What's
Yeah.
up with the life vest? George thinks he's gonna drown.
Mensch, Hanna,
Oh, Hannah.
Hannah,
bist du alt wie der Wald.
you're a square.
Ach komm, Katharina, jetzt sei nicht so gemein.
Was guckst denn du so? Hast du nicht von bei Ulrich?
Oh, shit.
Bist du neu hier? Ich suche meine Mama.
Ist hier nicht
Ja,
der
oh,
Kindergarten?
damn.
Ist das dann hier nicht Winden?
Nicht ein bisschen zu jung für Acid?
Damn.
Habt ihr jetzt...
Mom's right there. You don't even know it.
Now, what are you doing?
I wonder what Regina's mom has to do with any of this.
We don't see her mom in the future.
She work at a plant, it seems.
Morgen.
Erster Tag als Chefin heute.
Oh, she's the boss.
Wie für dich gestimmt hat.
Oh shit! Look at the ear.
Oh, the Helge. Yeah. Oh shit.
Dass aus dir mal was wird.
Yep.
Damn.
Das ist ein Buch.
Danke.
Okay. No future. Damn, all this foreshadowing. Oh shit, all the sheep.
Whoa.
It's probably from the radiation.
Gestern sind sie noch rumgesprungen. Erst die Sache mit dem Jungen und jetzt das hier.
Damn, one day it happened.
Wer tötet denn einfach drei?
And the number 33. 33 years ago, 33 sheep.
Denn sie wissen nicht, wann die Zeit kommt. Markus Evangelium.
1333.
Gospel.
Something about that number. Yeah, maybe it's like some biblical meaning. Bro, the intricacy of how this story's put together is blowing my mind.
Hey, the writers must have like been on acid when they wrote this.
Und hier sind die Werte aus 86 und 85, die Sie haben wollten.
Sind Sie sicher, dass es die richtigen Zahlen sind?
Ja.
Question who vandalized the plant and then put no future.
It's true.
It's probably the culprit behind all this shit. Put it like maybe cause the end of the world.
Ulrich Nielsen?
Ulrich Nielsen? Der
Ulrich Nielsen?
Arbeitet ihr denn nicht
Just some
hier?
punk kid.
Nein, wird er bestimmt auch nicht.
I'm sure he never will.
Das ist ein Witz. Ist das auf
Yeah, you bring the Ulrich just like some dumb teenager, like troublemaker probably.
Ich bin Ulrich so. Welches Jahr?
1986?
Boom.
I mean, you read it in the newspaper, but it's just not sinking in yet.
He's like, I'm in 1986. He still hasn't moved.
He's
like,
probably thinking like,
hold on, let me do the math here.
he's like Kevin McAllister. I made my family disappear. Who are you?
Ein Interview? Ist es dein Ernst, Tronte?
Eine Frau, die die Leitung des Kernkraftwerks übernimmt, ist doch selbst für die 80er progressiv.
Is he a journalist? Yeah.
Ich vermisse
Oh, they have history.
Ich dachte, wir haben das geklärt.
Damn.
Claudia, ich brauche dich. Zu Hause fällt mir die Decke auf den Kopf. Jana dreht immer mehr durch und
Ich will, dass du jetzt gehst.
So he's having an affair too.
Yeah.
Damn. They're like dynamics was like Ulrich and Hannah.
Yep.
So he said Jana's starting to lose it, so it's, hopefully she doesn't have like mental like health deterioration or something. It's fucked up.
Yep. Missing persons report.
Yep, it's Mads. Technically Mads is your uncle. And he's never met his uncle, so. Oh, I know that face. Oh shit.
Mads.
Yep.
Ulrich Nielsen.
It's-
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it sinks in.
Bring dich jetzt ins Krankenhaus. Da schauen wir uns mal deinen Arm an, okay? Danach bringe ich dich heil wieder nach Hause.
Damn, he wants to cry because he knows I'm fucking stuck in
Like,
1986.
I'm so fucking confused right now.
The guy's going to.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go kick your ass.
Like,
Ulrich.
why are you beating up little kids? So he's probably had Ulrich's probably had a few run-ins with the police back in the day, which is funny because he's a detective now.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
No future. No future.
No future. Yeah.
Ulrich put it.
Oh shit.
Maybe.
So he's the vandalizer?
Was wollen Sie hier?
My only aim is to take many
Speaking
lives.
English.
The more, the better I feel. Warum hörst du sowas?
Haben wir schon wieder gesoffen?
Wie bitte?
Ob Sie schon wieder gesoffen haben?
That's besides the point.
Dass wir deinen Bruder finden. Was ist das?
Ein Huf. Das sieht man doch.
Machst du das auf?
Oh, with the sheep.
Hauptkommissar Tiedemann möchte dir den neuesten Ermittlungsstand mitteilen. Es gibt nämlich
Oh no.
eben gar nichts,
Oh.
sagen Sie.
So I wonder where the dad's at during this time period.
Damn.
Was his dad not around back then? Or maybe the dad's not there because the dad has something to do with Matt's body.
Oh, it's his dad.
Oh, yeah, Helge's dad.
Helge's dad. I mean, he was in the picture. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Oh no, I saw those scars. So that's probably why he works at the plant, because his dad is a higher up.
Yep. Dad's in a wheelchair.
Mir das einfach unterjubeln? Ich habe dir gesagt, wenn es Leichen im Keller gibt, dann muss ich das wissen.
Es gibt Dinge, die lohnt es sich zu wissen, und es gibt Dinge, die lohnt es sich nicht zu wissen.
Shit like that is why Chernobyl happened in the first place.
Die Leute haben das Vertrauen verloren in uns, in die Kernenergie. Angst ist der schlimmste Feind des Fortschritts.
Damn, so he's thinking ignorance is bliss. What does she see though? Like, what are like the
the numbers,
discrepancies?
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who you are.
Is she the detective?
Yeah, maybe it's Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Wasn't she the one that
Charlotte.
was? Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
God, the phone. Yeah, because wasn't she outside and all the birds on the ground? That's probably why that scene made more sense now.
Die Enkelin? Regina?
Oh, that's his granddaughter?
Alles deutet auf plötzlichen Herztod hin.
Cardiac arrest.
Damn. God. So was it the radiation that did it, or like some kind of loud frequency? Like some kind of electromagnetic pulse that was created by the black hole or time travel?
One of the sheep.
Ich meine,
Missing a hoof.
fehlt nicht mein Huf. Alle so wie der liebe Gott sie geschaffen.
So Ulrich's off the table now.
Yep.
Komm mal. Trommelfell.
Ah! Just like Matt's body.
Was wir wissen, ist ein
Oh, he's about to show her.
Was wir nicht wissen, ein Ozean.
Damn, what we know is a drop, and what we don't know is an ocean.
That's fucking crazy.
Bars.
So I dropped fucking bars in this bitch.
Tiedemann is the grandfather of Regina, which
What
means
happened to
that's her. So Tiedemann, the detective's her father. Is this another entrance to the cave, or looks that way?
Oh shit. Well, she said she wanted to know, but I don't know if she can climb out.
Here's. So I mean, he time traveled. The question is, does he remember the time traveling process?
I come from the future.
Oh, shit.
Ich komme aus der Zukunft.
For some reason, I feel like she's gonna believe him. For whatever reason. Oh shit, Captain Future. See, I feel like she's gonna believe him if no one else
Maybe.
does.
Or she's looking at the magazine thinking he's just saying that shit because he read the magazine.
She looked real concerned in her face, like, what the fuck is all that? Oh my god, barrels of what? Waste?
That's what Alexander was carrying too.
That's what the boss is hiding, like all that nuclear waste they're just throwing in the cave.
Waste. What is it being used for? Why is it stored there?
Yeah, I don't know why they're storing it, but it's probably just to pass inspections and shit. They're just hiding it.
Because remember, he's like, then why would, what's his face say, we only know a drop?
He's just talking about like the truth, like you don't know what the fuck you're getting into.
Hallo, hier ist Mama. Wenn du das abhörst, dann mach dir doch eine Pizza warm.
She's either still in that cave or she's getting some.
She doesn't get out of that cave, she's gonna turn into a pizza. You know,
We
radioactive that shit is down there.
We know Regina meets Alexander.
Oh, she cuts herself? God. I mean, she looks like she's not happy at all, so.
Her mom talks to her like shit, like saying her hair like her.
Her parents are probably just so busy, she's probably alone all the time. Like,
Well, we haven't seen the dad yet. That's crazy. This whole episode we got the back timeline.
I love it. I wonder at what point Regina meets Alexander, though.
That's what I'm wondering. So Alexander already exists.
But he didn't know. He didn't move. No, he moved. She's probably going to meet him in this year, because remember, he moved there in 1986.
And so when all this shit happened.
So what if he, like...
Maybe he's already there, because all this shit's going on right now.
I don't know. I think at some point she's going to run in and be like, hey, my name's Alexander. I'm Regina. And that's how they're going to meet.
Yep. Maybe he'll save her from killing herself.
Oh, another bird.
Shit, that almost scared me. Sorry, my eardrums just busted.
Sorry. Oh shit, it's flickering. So damn, the chair's being used again. Or whatever the fuck, whatever's happening.
Oh,
whatever's
no.
Oh my god, it's raining birds. That means the machine's being used.
Like, fuck this, I'm getting back in my car.
And you think back to the very first episode when all their flashlights start flickering, that's when
all the birds are flickering. All the birds. So I wonder if this is like parallel.
It's like direct correlation. Damn, Charlotte's just keeping them all in a freezer.
That's kind of
creepy.
I'm surprised the birds aren't extinct in that area. Oh, he's leaving. He's like, I'm out.
He's like, see ya.
I told you I'm from the future. Oh, okay, good. It was like a small jump. I was like, I hope he's not doing some Game of Thrones shit.
Hey, Hannah.
Hey, Ulrich.
Damn, they knew each other since teens. I guess that explains why she's so like in love with him. They all like grew up together.
Yep, small town.
Ist das jetzt die Apokalypse?
Schon ein bisschen enttäuschend.
Well, he's going back to the cave. So the cave has something to do with it?
I mean, that's where he came out of. So it's probably thinking, fuck, maybe if I go back to the cave, I can go home.
Ausgelöscht wird. Alles neu beginnen. Was würdest du dir wünschen?
Ganz klar. Eine Welt ohne Winden.
God.
Damn.
He's probably over this town.
Ever since he lost his brother.
Like, I wonder if that's the end game, like causing the apocalypse. Oh, is his grandma again? What the fuck is going on?
Oh, that's her.
Oh shit!
That's the grandma. That's what that transition was.
Grandma's Enos. Okay, okay.
We got the name now. Mustache. Oh.
Oh, it's Ulrich's dad. So Ulrich's dad had a relationship with Regina's mom. Interesting. The Journey Through Time. Who else had that book? Wasn't it Future Mikkel? If that's the hotel guest?
Yeah, we think it's Future Mikkel. It might not.
Yep, and that's Regina. Well, I love how they're doing this.
They haven't showed her what happened to her mom. What is she doing that for?
I don't know. Does she feel a lump? I hope not.
Oh no, like breast cancer?
Yeah, I think so. Fuck.
I don't know, because she's doing it in the past too. Like maybe she's insecure about her titty. Yeah, we knew that was Charlotte.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see why people are saying the show's a masterpiece. Like the editing's impeccable.
Oh, here's it is Ulrich's dad.
Yep. Damn, so he was sleeping, and
you mentioned her name earlier.
Yeah, Jaina.
Jaina.
Remember he was saying, her mind's leaving her. She's getting worse and worse each day. That makes sense.
So what is he sneaking out?
Fuck.
What is he sneaking out to do now? Mary sneaks out at midnight. Is he still seeing her as the grandma?
I wonder. Is that Hood foreshadowing?
Oh, he's going to the cave too. Is he gonna run to his son?
What if he does? They meet on opposite ends of the door.
Oh no, he broke it.
Oh, fuck.
Don't die in there, bro. Get up.
I want to hear if he can hear his dad breaking the door. He can hear it. He hears him.
You heard it.
Definitely heard it.
I got chills. Or goosebumps. Or we're all of the above. Say it. Scream again.
Say his name. Hopefully it's not one of those things where like they're this close to reuniting and then it doesn't happen.
Did he drop that pipe? Looks like a split screen.
It looks like a split screen. Yeah, Mikkel's gonna come out at one end. Fuck, they're so close.
It's through that door, isn't it?
I bet if he got that door open, he would have found him.
Where at? Because he was all the way in the cave too, somewhere.
Yeah, on Mikkel's end there was no door.
Fuck.
So back in 1986 there was no door. Doc Brown, is that you?
Great
Scott. This is like a clock maker.
1.21 gigawatts.
So who's the clock maker?
It's
that same device.
He's old, so is that the future Mikkel?
Oh, hold up. Is that future Mikkel? Who are you?
And what the fuck is that? Now it's gonna end.
God damn it! Oh my god. Alright, past and present. Glacier, what you think?
Another great episode. It's like, I like that pretty much majority of it, all the way through until the end, took place pretty much in the past.
In 1986.
I mean, it did touch on things in the present, but most of the characters were all from the past except for Mikkel.
But it's just crazy. Like, honestly, like I haven't seen this intricate storytelling since Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan's the only other show I can think of that everything connects, like the generations, like the parents and the children. It's all connected to this crazy ass story. Like, but this one, I think I would go and say this one's doing it better because I'm realizing this show on the third episode.
Yeah, no, this show's a little bit. It was a lot more.
This just does it immediately. Like Attack on
yeah.
Titan, you don't start to get the vibe until like season 2 and season 3 of how intricate the web is. This, you're feeling that shit third episode of the first season.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like every episode you're going to school.
But I feel like this is.
But it's a good school. It's like one of those classes you want to pay attention to.
But yeah, because this is one of those shows. I feel like I'm growing as a person by watching this show.
I'm learning time travel.
Or just like masterful storytelling.
Yeah,
like,
it makes it like it. Yeah.
How small this fucking town is. So okay, let's go through the main points here because there's a lot of shit. Okay, so first off, Enos, the nurse. Find out that that's grandma. That's
the grandma.
Yeah, that's Jonas's grandma. And it confirms, I think, that the whole scene of her like seeing Mikkel and realizing that he snuck out of the hospital, she's thinking back on that as a grandma realizing, oh shit, that was Mikkel. Probably because of what's in the letter.
And
so
which you're saying that even though Mikkel recently just went back to that past now, that
it already happened. to our present characters as we know them in the first episode. And so when Michael wrote that letter, pretty much telling her, oh yeah, you're not crazy, that was Mikkel. And the same thing with Ulrich's mom.
Maybe Michael, old Michael, or I guess young Michael, runs into Mikkel at some point.
I mean, yeah, that's just deep down the rabbit hole. That would lead me to believe that Jana, who's Ulrich's mom, we get her name finally.
Yep.
She remembers running into Mikkel too, because that kind of ties into when she's saying, it's all happening again, da-da-da. And she probably tried to say that shit to somebody. I met my future grandson that hasn't even been born yet in 1986. And they're probably like, all right, we're just going to up your meds because you're talking crazy, lady.
And she's probably talking legit.
And the crazy thing is, leading to that, she's already mentally deteriorating, probably obviously what happened to Mads. And that is why her husband, which we find out his name is Trante, was cheating on her with Claudia, who's Regina's mother, which is crazy as fuck.
Yep, and then the more and more I think about it now too, I'm throwing back on that episode. I think that really is Mags, the brother.
With the dead body?
With the dead body, because now
I feel like
all the back
confirmed at this
the
point.
back and forth time travel, and then with the beginning. Remember some point at the beginning of this episode when Mikkel walks through the door or his house, or he thinks it's his house, and the mom's watching that commercial of the candy bar that she found, the wrapper.
It all ties together.
It's like there's too many like little things there. Like,
for sure. But yeah, that's the thing with the show. Like literally everything means something. The little things equal big things. So going back, first I want to kind of touch on, I did notice a couple Back to the Future references, which of course, we're dealing with time travel, what better way to do it?
Yep.
So when Mikkel's walking into the school, and he has that red like parka on, it reminds me of Marty when he's back in 1955, and he's got the red parka, and they're all making fun of him, like, it's almost like this, Dorothy's gonna drown. And he runs into his, he obviously runs into his mom, doesn't even realize it's her, he's like, I'm looking for my parents.
But it's the opposite of what happened with Marty McFly.
Yeah, Marty, he runs into his dad.
No, he runs into but his mom has a
his mom has a crush on him. This one, his mom's like talking shit like, you're fucking weird, get away from me.
Dude, it's too early to do acid.
Yeah.
So young to do acid.
Yeah, so obviously, it seems like Ehrlich and Katrina were both, I don't want to say they're assholes, but they're both just like rebels, kind of. They're the cool kids in school. We don't give a fuck.
During the teenage phase, we were just fucking around.
Yeah, and then
especially the Ehrlich. I mean, he lost his little brother.
I mean, yeah, obviously Ehrlich definitely.
That's still new. It's like within weeks, not years.
Yeah, however long it's been since Mads has gone missing, but Ehrlich obviously has a problem with the town. He's like, I fucking hate this town. Obviously, his brother has a lot to do with it, but it seems like it's funny because he's a detective now, but back then he was running into the law.
Yeah.
And getting into trouble because we find out he's the vandalizer. He's the one that writes "No Future" on the ground at the power plant. You see it all in his room when
even though we didn't see him do it, he's like prime suspect.
I mean, obviously the evidence is in his room. He has no future on the wall, no future on the back of his jacket. Same color, same font, and everything.
Yeah.
So we find out Tiedemann is Claudia's father. So essentially, he's Regina's grandfather.
Yep.
Which is crazy as fuck how all this ties together. And he runs it. Mikkel goes to him like, oh, I'm lost. I'm looking for my parents. And obviously at this point, Mikkel's so young, he hasn't even grasped the fact that he's in the past. He keeps like I'm looking for my parents. He can't really. It just takes the whole episode for it to kind of absorb into his mental. Fuck, I'm in 1986.
It's until he. I think when he sees the picture.
Yeah, the picture of his dad and
turns it over, and he realized that because he saw his dad earlier.
Yeah, it's the same face that he sees when he first tries to go home.
And then he's trying to sink it in. He doesn't really say anything until the grandma, Enos.
Yeah,
Enos throws that magazine that says something about the future.
Yeah, it was like a comic book about the future, and he tells Enos, "Oh, I'm from the future." When he finally opens up, because he's not really talking to anybody about what's going on, and that's probably the moment Enos. When I looked at her eyes, I was like, "Damn!" I feel like for some reason she believes him, even though she has no proof of it. Something in the air, or whatever, she believes that he's from the future, and especially now when she's older, she's probably realized, "Oh fuck, he's from the future."
Yep.
So that whole shit was crazy. And then as far as Claudia, it's crazy as fuck that Claudia ends up becoming the boss of the plant, and she is taking over the job of Helgi's father.
Yeah, but Helgi's
and Helgi's just a janitor where he's trying to scrub off the vandalization, the no future.
Yep.
And he has
obviously some type of
he has feelings for Claudia, but from a distance. I don't think she'd ever give him the time of day.
But it's crazy because the book that he gave her is the same book that I think is either Future Jonas, or you think it's Future?
Yeah, wherever the hotel guest had that same book that he gave her as a gift, which is crazy as fuck.
Or is that they're Regina and Alexander's son?
Bostosh?
Yeah, because I'm just following the timeline, and the book was passed down.
Who has the book now?
Well,
the hotel guest had the book though.
Has the book right now, right? Okay. But if you follow Claudia,
I mean that'd be a whole nother rabbit hole.
Her daughter is Regina, and Regina's son.
Crazy. But what I'm thinking is we haven't met Alexander yet. Remember, Alexander moved to this town the same exact year. Which would make sense why now he's the head of the power plant. I'm guessing that now that Claudia, in this time period, 1986, Claudia's the new boss.
Yep.
So at some point, Alexander, maybe he did it on purpose, but he meets Regina, gets in a relationship with her, probably gets in fancy with the mom, like, oh, hey, I want to work at the power plant too. I really, I want to be like you, da-da-da. And just gets his foot in the door, probably working at the plant, because I'm guessing Claudia probably retires in probably like, I don't know, 10, 15 years. And obviously at that point, if Alexander has 10 and 15 years of experience, it would, and plus he's already like, he's pretty much like a son-in-law, if you think about it.
Yep. Then
Claudia would, oh yeah, you're a perfect candidate to take my job. I don't know if she like dies before she retires or she retires, but
we haven't seen her, so I'm confirming, at least for now, that she's dead, or they just haven't introduced us to her future character. That's why they didn't do a parallel yet.
I mean, I'm guessing, I'll guess she's probably dead, especially if she went into that cave with all that nuclear waste, which is crazy. So Helga's dad pretty much is like,
which Alexander, you can see, we go back to the episode, he's like carrying the containers in the truck.
He's probably following suit.
Maybe you're right in the sense like they're dumping that shit in the cave or hiding it.
Because you think about it, it's been a year since Chernobyl, right? And because of Chernobyl, nobody really believes in power plants, so they're pretty much like on thin ice as far as like close to being shut down. So they don't want to have to deal with like inspections that come in like, what the fuck you have all this nuclear waste for? We're definitely shutting you down. We're not trying to have another Chernobyl. So obviously the head's like, oh, ignorance is bliss. Everybody relies on this power plant for,
that's
pretty much their life. It's like the whole
ignoring that reports that she saw. Like,
yeah, she probably
sees
all these discrepancies, and he solves her. He sets a crazy ass bar. He's like, when he gives her the stuff she needs to go down into the cave, she's like, oh, we're just a drop and the truth is the ocean. Because Claudia has no idea what the fuck she's getting herself into with all the skeletons.
Like, well, we don't know what we're getting into about the theories and stuff.
Yeah, just like us, but crazy as fuck. So I'm thinking like, at some point, whoever figures out this time travel realizes, oh, we have all this nuclear waste in the cave. We can use that as fuel for whatever the time machine is, whether it's the chair or it's that machine, but whatever is going on, like that's causing the power outages and the dead birds and the dead sheep, has something to do with the time machine. I'm guaranteeing it's using the nuclear waste.
It makes you start thinking about like the demons and devil worship when they're like exactly 33 sheep, and
that's another thing. The number 33. 33 sheep died. The one when they're trying to figure it out, the guy quotes
Matthew.
It's the Gospel of Mark. Something about like you never know when the time will come. It's pretty much like prophesizing the apocalypse. And the proverb is 13:33. So I feel like whoever is behind this, the end game is to cause the apocalypse. I don't know if to destroy Winden or to destroy the whole world, but I think they're trying to recreate maybe like a second Chernobyl at some point.
Yep. And we got the question is there one time traveler or is there an antagonist and protagonist?
If I had to guess, I would say there's two time travelers, because I'm thinking at the end, the second reference I connected to Back to the Future when they showed the clockmaker.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the very opening scene of the first Back to the Future, where you show a zoom in of all the clocks ticking, and you have, I mean, Doc Brown isn't there, but in this shot, you see like the camera's like tracking to the back of the clock keeper, and he's got like a white lab that looks just like Doc Brown. He has like white hair.
Yeah.
So it seems to me like he's building the same device that the hotel guest had in the last episode. So I'm guessing that is some kind of a time device.
That's the thing of that time period. Is that present?
Yeah, that's who is that. It all depends on what time period that is will determine who that is.
Yeah, because if it's future time, then it's probably either future Jonas or Mikkel.
Yeah, it could be old Mikkel. It could be old Michael, or maybe Michael's father.
Yeah, or Michael's father. If it's 1986, then if I'm on the theory that that person that's in the hotel guest is future Jonas or older adult Jonas, then that would be Michael's dad. Because it wouldn't be in 1986. Michael wouldn't be that old, obviously. Michael's young. Michael's a kid like early.
Yeah, I mean it all depends. Like the whole theory all depends on what time period that.
Or it's future Mikkel if you think it's Mikkel.
And the hard thing is like because the town, literally it's like it's one of those old towns where time just stands still. So it's hard to just off of like references of like posters and this, that, and the other. Maybe like with the music, that'll be a dead giveaway. But as far as like just design of the room, it's hard to pinpoint. Oh, this definitely shows us from 2019.
And no cell phones.
Yeah, no one has their cell phones out or anything like that. But what I'm thinking is that there are two different time traveling devices: the chair and whatever that machine is. I feel like the machine is the finished product. Like the all the kinks are fixed. It's a full-on time machine that works, and somehow that is what allowed Mikkel to travel to 1986.
Yeah, because I don't think it's the same person unless it is one person, then that's the only reason why Mikkel's allowed to roam free.
Yeah, but that would lead me to believe that the chair is like maybe the prototype version of the time machine, but it keeps fucking up, and that's why it's charring all their eyeballs. Whoever like sits in the chair. So so if that's the case, I think the chair is like the prototype, and then that one, the compact one, is like the finished product that's foolproof. And that's the same one that the hotel guest had, which would lead me to believe that that's old Mikkel with the time device. Maybe if that's old Mikkel that was at the very end of this episode, went back to the past, gave adult Mikkel the time machine, and that allowed adult Mikkel to travel to 2019.
Or maybe that is Mikkel. Like you said, this has all happened already when we were in the present. Maybe that's Mikkel the young one, and he went back all these 33 years. He's just getting that knowledge and studying and learning, and now we're
maybe Mikkel couldn't go back to the future, so he's been living in 1986
and
just
lived up to the point
and eventually invented it.
Yeah, eventually invented it.
Maybe to like save himself from the past, so he doesn't have to go through this shit again, or
maybe
he knows.
So
about
maybe it is one person, because maybe he's lived it for 33 years, and he knew at this moment, this day, he had to go find himself and make it do it all over again.
That's why everybody's talking about how time, like everything's repeating.
I need to send you back. Sorry, I gotta kidnap you. I gotta send you back.
This is all to save the world, or whatever, stop this apocalypse from happening.
Yeah, I gotta send you back, so because the only way that I'm gonna technically exist right now is you have to go back to build this shit.
And it's crazy that one scene where like Mikkel escapes the hospital and he goes back to the cave, and at the same time, Ulrich from the present day goes back to the cave because he's determined to get that door open. And I had a feeling too, it was like so close, like they can hear, like young Mikkel can hear Ulrich trying to get through the door, echo. And then Ulrich can hear Mikkel like calling out,
hello. Hey.
But back in 1986, there's no door there. It seems like
it doesn't seem like a door there. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a door.
So it seems like at some point in the future they put that door there probably to keep everybody else out.
Well, I wonder what happens when he opens that door. Will he be able to like go through? Because how did Mikkel get through? Young Mikkel.
I mean, I guess when we went back, he was probably on the other side of the door. He time traveled for however the fuck he time traveled, but he went back to a time where that door is not there.
And it's crazy because it's not like the time travel is not like a Castlevania, and that what is that thing called? The infinite
corridor.
It doesn't seem like, it's not random. It's gonna spit you out. It's spitting them out right at 1986.
Yeah, specifically that's a pinnacle year, and then not just that November 4th, I think 1986, like that specific date.
That's what's crazy, because if it is like where it keeps happening, or that's Mikkel living this whole 33 years, like that theory is true. Because that's the brilliant thing about the show, which whatever theory you go with, it's still like brilliant writing.
Yeah, you can back it up just based on the clues you're finding in the show, even if it's not the right theory.
Yeah, you can create a case, like if you're a lawyer.
Yeah, you can create a case, but it could be something completely different. Like, oh, that makes sense too. Fuck.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Attack on Titan did the same thing. All these different theories that could be true, even if it's false, it's still you can. Yeah, you can talk yourself into it pretty much.
Yeah, you can pretty much drink it until you believe it, as Marty says in True Detective.
So, and the fact that the sheep had the same issue that when they found, I'm just going to say it's Mad's body in 2018, the eardrums were destroyed.
Yep.
So whatever is causing the birds to fall out of the sky, the sheep to die, it's some kind of like an explosion, like a magnetic pulse, probably that initiates the time travel, is blowing out everybody's eardrums.
Well, maybe they never counted the birds. You said it might be more than 33 birds.
Yeah, I don't think the birds signify 33 because it looked a lot more than 33 birds.
Unless it is 33. Well, then again.
But that would also make sense tying back to like the present and the past. The fact that one girl at the beginning, the blonde girl that was collecting the birds, is Charlotte. And that would make sense on the first episode when she walks out and she sees all the birds on the ground. She's probably like, oh shit, this happened. This makes sense about the birds back in 1986. It's happening again.
So does it happen every 33 years? That's the thing. It's like from 2019, we add another 33 years in the future. So I think we are going to get a future at some point.
I think that's the major thing. It's probably 33, each time period is 33 years apart. So whenever we get to the end, it goes back to the beginning. And that's why that's like it's like a biblical number, like it's destiny almost, like predetermined.
Damn,
crazy as fuck. But yeah, the main thing is, okay, obviously I want to know who the clockmaker is. I think that'll kind of shed light.
I want to know how many time travelers there are.
Yeah, how many time travelers there are, how many times this has happened. But I feel like they're not going to reveal that clockmaker probably till later on, because I mean that'll be a bombshell that blows this whole thing.
The clockmaker can also be. Did we say it was a therapist during that rant?
I mean, it could be the therapist. We still have the whole therapist thing where he's crying about something. We didn't really see him much this episode.
I don't know.
But yeah, I love the whole scene at the end where it's kind of giving you the present person who we're seeing in 1986. Just in case you didn't already figure it out by now, they kind of give you the answer.
Yeah, and that's how that makes you think that Claudia might not be around too. They show her, but they don't show.
And we see Regina when they're doing the whole young Regina, old Regina. I'm pretty sure Regina has breast cancer. She's like feeling her breast.
It's weird though. Like she's feeling a lump. The young Regina is like looking at her breast too, and it's not like
maybe she's like self-conscious about it, or maybe she felt a lump back then. Because you think about like they're living right around a power plant, especially if the power plant's being used to power the fucking time machine. There's probably a lot of radiation going on in the fucking atmosphere. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of those people are gonna end up getting cancer, unfortunately. That's what happened with Chernobyl. But okay, yeah, obviously like this show already, again, we're in episode 3 and I'm already declaring it maybe one of the best storytellings I've ever seen. The fact that like I'm not even bothered at all with the fact that it's in a different language. In fact, I find it more, I think it's like a gift that the show has, that even though it's in a completely different language, it transcends language and culture because it's just great storytelling. Same thing with Attack on Titan. We watched that subbed as well, and the fact that it's in Japanese doesn't impact it at all as far as in a negative. Like I love the show maybe more so because it's in a different language, but yet portraying storytelling on a universal scale.
Like the viewers said, you can kind of see the acting.
And the acting, yeah, you're right. The acting definitely comes through if you're just letting them speak their native tongue.
Yep.
But yeah, final thoughts, Glacier?
Yeah, final thoughts. Like I said, after every episode, my mind's blown. I feel like I get smarter after every episode. I mean, even though my theories might be dog shit.
Yeah, even though I feel like on some level my brain's melting,
Yeah.
but maybe it's like reforming into something, a better version of itself. I don't know.
Exactly. All I know is that this show is definitely one that if me and Ember could, we would binge watch all of it. I mean, we just have a lot of content that we do watch, but this I would binge watch this. If I wasn't reacting, I would watch this probably in a day, all season. That's how good this show is, Dragon Certified.
Yeah, and I'm kind of shocked that it's not bigger than it. Or I mean, it seems like it has like a cult following. People that have Netflix that kind of stumbled upon it are like, oh my god, this is one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah, because I've seen it and I just never like seen it like pass through like the title. Like, yeah, it's probably nothing.
I just think, okay, it's another Netflix movie. But I mean, I just hope that this show gets seen by as many people as possible. Because on episode 3, I'm already seeing how it can be called a masterpiece right now. Especially if they keep the same storytelling throughout the end, which it seems like they do. Yeah. But yeah, I say that to say this: Dragon Certified, fucking hit it. All right, there you have it, guys. Another one in the books. The real question is, what did you guys think if they're in Dry Squid Land? Again, with our theories, are we warm? Are we just ice cold? What were your thoughts when you saw this episode specifically? And yeah, I mean, how much crazier does it get from here? Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, join the Dragon Squad, and remember, it doesn't matter if you're up to 5 Squad or the Ice Squad. At the end of the day, when you're a dragon, you're a dragon. That's the end of the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We are Reaction Dragons. I am Ember, the Blaze,
and I'm Glacier, the Iceborn.
And until next time, we'll see you next time.